question is from Todd S. and he says, why haven't you visited Canada yet? I know, Todd, I know. Canada is the #1 most requested place you guys keep asking me to come to, and I want to come. I want to come see you guys in Canada. I want to give all of you guys hugs. I need some Canadian hugs. But I don't know when. The best way to get me anywhere, if you want me to come to a con, is contact your local cons and demand that I am there. Demand nicely. But say, hey guys, your con's really awesome and I'd love to come, but I'd really like to see Rachel Moore there. She's a swell cosplayer. And then if enough people contact these cons and ask them if I can please come, they'll hopefully reach out to me and then I'll be able to go and then meet everybody. I really want to go back to England. There's so much stuff I still didn't get to do there that I want to do so bad. I want to go to Australia. I still want to go to Texas. The con I was going to in Texas earlier this year with Blonde Nerd and Christy Pride got postponed to I don't know when. But I definitely will be in Texas in July for the Dallas Gaming Expo. So if you're around there, please come say hi. And then I'll be at a whole bunch of other cons this year. But I'll be like talking about those and announcing those as we go on here and my website and Twitter and everywhere else. Talking about cons, my next question comes from Matt R. and he says, which is the con to go to? Is it all about Comic-Con or are there others worth going to? I would say most of the other ones are worth going to. Comic-Con is just too damn crowded now. And it's not even crowded with like cool stuff. Like there's not, oh no, there's too many games here, there's too many comic book stuff here. It's all just crap with this like movies and TV. Twilight was there, and then the next big thing I remember, I think Glee was the big thing there one year. And it's just all this crap that I don't care about. I don't watch a lot of TV, and most of the movies that have been there aren't movies that I've been really excited about anyways. And even if you are excited about them, it sucks even more because you can't go see anything. God forbid you're walking by a booth when they're handing out free stuff because you will get trampled. And if there's a panel you really want to go see, if you're not in line hours, if not the day before, to see that panel, you're not going to get in to see it. You can do all of these things at some of the smaller cons, like WonderCon. WonderCon has everything cool that Comic-Con used to have, but without the crowds. You can buy the same stuff at all these smaller cons, and most of the stuff that's Comic-Con exclusive later goes on sale a few weeks afterwards, so it's not really exclusive at all. I suggest, if you haven't been to a con yet and you don't know which one to go to, don't make Comic-Con your first con. I think that actually might make you not want to go to others. Go to some of the smaller ones. They're a lot more fun. Some of the best times I've had have been at smaller cons like WonderCon, Kamikaze, and Indie Pop Con. They've got the same stuff, it's just everybody's in a much better mood because it's not super crowded, and you actually get to talk to some of the like artists and cosplayers and developers and stuff that you really want to see. Some of your idols are there and you actually get to talk to them. How freaking cool is that? Next question comes from Rachel D, who's got a pretty sweet name, and her question is, what are your top 5 favorite Game Boy Advance or Game Boy SP games? That's a hard question. I haven't thought about that in a long time. Okay, so I grabbed some of my games that I still have to see which ones are some of my favorite. First I gotta say WarioWare. I love WarioWare, whether it's on Game Boy, whether it's on GameCube, the Wii, I don't care. WarioWare is awesome, and it's a lot more fun to play with friends. Then I've also got, wow, it's dusty, that's how old this thing is, GTA. Like, this is original GTA on Game Boy Advance. That's awesome. It wasn't as good as later, like GTA 3 and GTA Vice City, but it's not as bad as like nowadays GTA. Yeah, I don't like GTA anymore. I used to love it. It used to be one of my favorite series ever, but I think they've completely sapped all the fun out of it. Good lord, all this dust. Next one is The Urbz, Sims in the City. Now you hush, because this game was awesome. I love every Sims game. I've even played, of course, SimCity, but also SimTown. That game was awesome. Urbz was pretty sweet. So, that's on there. I grabbed 6, I hope that's okay. Next one is Zelda the Minish Cap. This game, if you haven't played it, even if you're not a Zelda fan, who's not a Zelda fan? If you haven't played it, this game was awesome. It was so much fun. And again, it's a Zelda game. Of course it's awesome. Another one of my favorites was Mario vs. Donkey Kong. It was such a throwback to like classic Donkey Kong, but really, really well done and revamped, and it's just a lot of fun. For some reason, I didn't like the second one as much. I really liked the first one though. And then lastly is a guilty pleasure game, which I'm going to really embarrass myself by showing you guys this game. It was just a lot of fun, and I mean, okay, it's not as bad as like Barbie Horse Adventure shit, or oh my god, Imagine Babies. That's probably the worst game in the world. This one was just a lot of fun, and it's it's Hamtaro Ham Ham Games. This game was so freaking fun. It's like hamsters at the Olympics. What is not amazing about hamsters at the Olympics? I think it's a cartoon or an anime or something. I don't know. But Ham Ham Games was so freaking fun. Don't make fun of me. You would love it if you tried it. Next up is Matthew M, who says, first off, I want to thank you for calling Call of Duty out as an overrated game. Battlefield all the way. Yeah, Battlefield. But what's your opinion on Destiny? Destiny. Did I ever do a Destiny review? I don't remember if I did or not. Destiny, I didn't like it. I thought Destiny was incredibly overhyped. They promised way too much for the game that they didn't deliver on. It feels like a game where a bunch of guys who make a shooter say, hey, let's make an MMO, but actually not research how MMOs usually work. And that's basically, I kind of think, what happened. The leveling system is so fucked. I don't know. I really was disappointed. I think I was really into it for, I think up until maybe level 12, level 13, and then I started realizing I'm doing the same damn thing over and over again. If you like level grinding and you like farming, this is your kind of game, because there's really nothing outside of the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And then you hit level 20, it's like, hey, all your work, it's gone. Your levels don't matter anymore. Now you just gotta collect light. That's stupid as shit. Who the hell came up with that? But then on top of that, you go and you do these raids, which are really hard and take forever. And even those loot drops aren't that great. It's kind of just a toss-up on whether you're gonna get anything super amazing. I remember I did 3. And the 3 I did, I got the exact same chest piece I was already wearing. No difference at all. And that's when I was like, man, fuck this game. And I haven't played it since. And lastly is a question that several people have asked, like Michael J and Stephen J. Hey, maybe you guys are related because you have the same last name, first initial. But it is, what is your favorite video game soundtracks? My favorite video game soundtracks kind of change every now and then. It just kind of depends on my mood. Right now, I cannot stop listening to Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh my god, the soundtrack to that game is remarkable. And I also love the tavern songs. I love that game soundtrack. Some of my other favorites are Bastion. Bastion's music is beautiful. Borderlands. Love me some Borderlands music. Mass Effect soundtrack. Of course, Mario games. Just Mario. Portal. I think everybody loves Portal's soundtrack. Then, of course, BioShock, Uncharted, and God of War. Yeah, those are just some of my favorites. What are some of you guys' favorites? All-time favorite video game soundtracks. Give me your top 3 down in the comments. 1, 2, 3, go! And that's it for this episode of Ask Rachel. If you want to ask me a question, send it to me at rachelmoore@gmail.com. Almost forgot my email address. And make sure you put Ask Rachel in the subject line. Again, please be patient. I am trying to get through all of them, but I'm a little bit in the past with these questions, but it's okay. Also, don't forget to sign up for the Rachelholics mailing list. The link is down in the description below for you to sign up for that. And as always, thanks for watching.